Dave, when did you make the decision to announce your retirement?
2 years ago, and we almost did after the 14 season, and we thought, shoot, man, we're having fun, let's keep going and all that stuff. And then last summer, for sure, we solidified that's what we wanted to do. So it's been awesome. I can remember the first time I got a chance to meet Hugh Freeze at Arkansas State, and I was kind of out of a job at the time and living in Missouri, and went over there and he blew me away. I think he's an awesome individual, and this profession needs more people like him. And then I saw the people he surrounded himself with, and I was just fortunate to get on there and do that. And then been so excited about building this program the way we built it in the first 4 years, and it was just kind of a downer this year, and I think this game kind of accumulated the whole thing for the season.
Was this the toughest year of your career?
Well, maybe because of my age, it's probably one of the toughest. Gosh, in 23 years, I'd only had one losing season. 1993 was the last time, excuse me, I had one in 2004, but since 93, I hadn't had one before that. So it was a tough year. It was a tough year, but hopefully I was able to teach these kids some lesson. I hope I showed them integrity and character and being steady throughout how I coached.
Why do you think just things never got off the ground for you guys?
Well, that's a tough question. I mean, you know, you can sit here and look at this guy at this position. You can look at, you know, an injury here or there. You can look at losing some leadership that was very important. But, you know, ultimately, I think God puts adversity in our life, and I think it makes you better in the long run. I won't get another chance in football, but I can look back on my career and be extremely proud of the things that I've accomplished. But I do think it'll make a difference for this program, because I know the men that are in it and the men that are running this program are top-notch.
You knew, Dave, that they had a productive run game, or were you surprised at just the numbers they put up tonight?
Yeah, I was surprised the way that, you know, we didn't stop the run, and I really thought we'd do well against it. But I was concerned a little bit. You know, we started Tony at Stenger, and that made it tough in the first half, but it didn't get much better. They did a great job of adjusting to the different looks that we gave them.
A few weeks back, I can't remember when it was, Hugh talked about how there were some signs in fall camp that he had some worries about defense. I was curious with you, looking back on as early as that, did you?
Yeah, in the spring I was really concerned about linebackers and linebacker play, and hoped that, you know, the transfers coming in might make a big difference for us. Really didn't have anywhere to turn, so you know, that's our fault. I didn't recruit the guys we needed to have in here that could help us stop the run, and you know, it's something that has to be addressed immediately.
The youth on the back end too, pretty
It was a
problematic.
perfect storm. I mean, it was a perfect storm. I mean, you got usually you've got one of those groups that's going to step up and do what they need to do for you, and we weren't able to do that. And I thought it was really devastating losing Ken in the first game. Made a huge difference to our defense, not being able to load up and have one guy go out there and cover. So you know, it's things that you go through. If you're in it long enough, and this is my 38th year, I've been so fortunate to have the success I've had. This just is one of those years that it was tough. And again, God does things for a reason, and it'll help everybody.
If this season would have went different, you know, would your decision to retire would have been tougher to make?
It was made last summer, certainly, and you know, I wanted to go out the right way. So in 14, when we had the #1 defense in the country, I thought, man, this is the time. But my wife wouldn't let me, so all this is her fault. So, but no, it was time. I knew it was time, and I just want to be able to go out and enjoy life. You know, there's so many demands put on coaches, and it's a great profession. My son's in it, and obviously my best friends are in it. But the time demands, I'm 60 now, and I probably work like I'm 80 or 85 years old, so I deserve a little time off.
When you look back, I talked today about the negatives today. When you look back, though, over your time here, is there one or two games or highlights or things that stick out as what you remember?
There was many of them. The ones from here, obviously, was beating Alabama, you know, 2 years in a row, especially that first year here, and the electricity of it. I thought the Sugar Bowl was huge. I'll tell you a game that was really important. We looked so bad that first year and didn't have our players and all that we needed against Texas, and being able to turn around, to me, that was a big game. But there was a lot of them. And I'll look back with it on pride. It'll take a few days. This really stings going out this way. But that's the way I guess it was meant to be.